We are now joined in studio by musicians Blondie Makene, Peter Mokwena and Stephen Tsie, who all are part of the Music Performers Association of South Africa, as well as musicians in South Africa. A very good morning to you all. Thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Prime. Firstly, let's turn to Stephen. The SABC interim board has said that the 90% local content rule across all broadcasters' platforms has been a source of revenue loss. What is your response to this?
My response can be, I'm sorry, good morning everybody, viewers at home, but my response is one, I think we need proof of that. We don't know, they're saying it to the public and they never consulted anybody in the music industry to tell us about the 90%. We just saw it in public. And we feel like SABC is failing us, and it's been failing us for a long time. They're not there for the musicians. This guy, Saudi, he came up and said, enough is enough about the musicians of South Africa. They can die pauper and all those things. And by the time of Saudi, there wasn't these losses that they're talking about. We don't know about it.
So where do you believe these losses come from?
I think something is not right in the SABC. They're not coming out for us. We don't know what is happening, but there's a lot of things here, corruption and all those things. We don't know who they're working for themselves or they're working for the public. And I think SABC is supposed to engage with the sector of music, because we got the content there and we are the stakeholders, but they undermining us by not calling us. And I think Sifsa was there sometimes and talk with them, but they're not coming. They're not saying anything to us. They decide for us without us. So we don't have a full information of what is happening in SABC. We just see things on the television and in public.
And local artists don't really have a say. Blondie, let's turn to you. As a local artist, how did the 90-10 local content rule improve the industry for you?
First of all, Lara, this is our country. These are our airways. This is what we wanted. And when you're pushing for Uhuru, you know, because if you remember, Thabo Mbeki and Mandela, they took the black cars with the blue lights and they left the money behind, you know. And now with radical economic transformation, it's actually Zuma trying to fix that up. And it's making a lot of enemies, even for Taudi himself. I'm not here to speak for Taudi, but he is your transformation person. It's got to be radical. The learned people, the educated people, haven't been able to bring it home, you know. And Taudi is a superstar for me, because one of the things that he did, he proved to the music maker that the music maker does not need a middleman collecting for him. That the musicians and SABC can engage directly in business. So which makes, you know, thugs like Samro, you know, and the major record companies, it eliminates them, you know.
And for you, how successful was that process since Motsoneng implemented this rule?
Yes, I was going to say, Guti, now that we can do direct business with these guys, it means, Guti, we can actually increase the 90%, which is...
In actual fact, to 90% play to 90%
pay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because
you cut the middleman out, because
the middleman out,
you know,
you do
they were not there, the Samros and all that when we made our music, but as soon as our music hits the streets, they have shares in there. And if there's a new law that comes in and they cannot accommodate that new law, they start up a new company that will accommodate that. We don't know who they are. When we came in the music industry, everybody said, you must be a member of Samro to be in the music industry. Member of Samro for what? Who's Samro? You know? So I appreciate Taudi. I'm not talking for him, I do not defend him, but revolutionaries like those are what we need today in these times when this country is under siege.
And now, Peter, let's turn to you. If this rule had to be taken away, how would this affect the industry?
You know, the way we're so angry, and I'm so angry because there's one thing that confused me. If you see what is written on the screen that they say SABC doesn't have money because of local content, then it doesn't make sense to me. Why it didn't happen before? Why after 90% then there are rumors that SABC doesn't have money? Where's the money went to?
And how does it affect? It affect 90% affect the revenues in SABC.
Yeah,
we want
it's
to
a
prove
fabricated story.
90% has
so.
got nothing to do with the money.
It has got nothing to do, Commander.
Yes, yes.
And can you comment on how the consumers of music during this time, during this policy, when Motsoeneng implemented this policy, this 90-10%?
Please, I will give it
Oh.
to you.
Okay, Blondie, if you could comment on the consumers of the music during this time. What was their reaction to this implementation of this 90-10% local content rule?
I think there was general excitement in South Africa because you can go to Russia, you can go to America, you can go to China. They don't have 10% or 2% left for your music. And why should it be different in South Africa?
Yeah, sure.
And we are okay to say the maestros that have taught us in the industry how to hear sound in America and in Europe, then we give them an honorarium of 10%. We love our brothers, but we're not going to listen to their stories because they talk sex, they insult women, which is what SABC calls quality music. I can put a Kwaito song here. I'm not a fan of Kwaito, but the content, how are you going to achieve when you are sitting in the corner? And now 50 cents, your quality music, Snoopy Rupee Dog, your quality musician. What does he call our mothers? As Africans, a woman is the greatest gift from God. Unlike in the Bible, where they say God decided afterwards to make woman. No, like he made Adam, and then he's like, oh, shame, the poor guy is lonely. Oh, let me make a chick for him.
No, you believe that?
In African, a woman and a man is born at the same time. So there's no one who is greater than the other because they cannot exist without each other.
And yet, artists such as 50 Cent undermines this.
And then can we right now publish 50 Cent's lyrics and publish Mandoza, the one I just sang now? Can we? I think it will be difficult to publish quality music.
Yeah.
What is quality? Entertaining, content, educative, edutainment, uplifting. That's what it is. That's quality.
That's quality we're talking about.
Now, listen. Now, these SABCs have sold us out. They have played violence. They have done all sorts of things on the thing. And now, even drugs and everything. Now, when you see our girl children are being killed today, it is because of this disinformation that they have fed us for 22 years. If I ask you now, what has SABC done? What is the legacy of SABC? These people, this new chair or anybody, can they stand up and say, when we're gone, this is what we will have done for the country? They've lied to us. They have programs of children jiving. For the past 20 years, these children have been jiving. None of those children has ever gone overseas or anywhere to represent the country. If they had musicians doing that competition, our drummers, our bassists, our musicians would get exposure and they would be going everywhere. So these people have sold us out. They've sold the president out. They are all sellouts.
Now, Stephen,
And in addition, you know, what they're giving our kids is corrupting them. Definitely, you must remember, we the musicians, we are the good and the bad influencer. If we can sing about something, it's gone, and the ear will catch it, and some other want to do it practically. When we teach about our music, one, we celebrate women. Blondie came with the song, Baby I'm Missing You, Your Malawe came with Jabu Kanye, 10 Times Love, and all those things. We can't be hearing people insulting our women in South Africa, the whole world, actually.
And then Lennox people in SABC, they stand up and say, oh no, you know, without these insults, we can't make money. It's a national broadcaster, Coco. How does it rely on advertising? National broadcaster, it's like your government schools. It shouldn't be reliant on anything else. And And the more it is reliant on these guys, now they hold it by their apples.
Yeah. Now, Stephen, do you feel that many people in the industry, in the South African industry, are feeling this way? Feeling the same as you guys?
I think so. If there is a feeling about the South African people, it's all about our heritage. It's all about our culture.
Yes.
They were supposed, they need that like yesterday. If you go to America, Russia, and wherever, they're doing their own culture, they're expressing their own culture. And the only platform was there, it was SABC, for the public, for our public. I'm just imagining why the people are paying TV license while they're not hearing themselves. They were supposed to hear themselves through SABC. It's the good platform that they did for us, but it's not happening for us.
Yeah.
Women are sex objects. That's all they are. Our sons are not being taught by these broadcasters how to respect their little girls so that they can respect women. We're making senseless shows that don't even speak to us. Most of them are written by these white production houses that have been working with SABC since the days of apartheid. So nothing has changed in SABC. The rules that govern the place haven't changed.
Now, talking about transformation, the chairperson of the interim board went on to say that they are not anti-transformation. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, you know, like other people say, I don't have a problem with blacks. I have many black friends. It's the same thing. You're a racist. You can't tell me you got... You know what I'm saying? These guys, they are telling you, which they are sellouts. They are selling us out. That's all they're doing.
In actual fact, they're misleading the people of South Africa.
Man.
They're misleading the people of South Africa. One, you can't be saying you remove the 90% and saying we're not part of that and stuff like that. They are part of that. They actually initiated that. They are the people who enforces the thing that 90% must be removed.
Yeah, sure.
It's not the Gaza only. And then how do they talk about us without us? That's my main worry.
There's no communication.
There's no
or debate
communication.
with the artists that
we
are
like
being
a CD,
affected.
Coco. You know, you're in the car, you're playing your CD, your phone rings. Turn it down, turn it down. Yeah, okay, turn it up. I'm tired of this song, take it out. They treat us like that. These guys don't think we are people.
And what about the unions involved in the music industry?
Our union has fallen and risen and fallen. It's never been anything since it was.
But
so
now,
basically, we don't have no protection, except the organizations that we started, that were agitated by the president in 2009, when he says, you musicians, I cannot talk to you in small groups. You need to unite so that you can have one voice.
Such as the Music Performers Association of South Africa.
Yes, and its associates, which is our associates in the industry.
Okay.
We have formed groups that we bring together under SIFSA as the umbrella body, where we can talk and discuss a way forward. But also, in closing, I want to say, SABC, 1% less of 90%. Take off our local content, and then let Beyonce and the Americans pay your TV licenses, because you're going to agitate our people. And our people are standing with us. You should see the Facebook. You should see the media. The Africans are angry. Some of them are saying, but why are you guys just talking to these guys? You know, they are really getting nasty. So we don't want to go there. This new revolution, nobody has to die. It must just be a handover, Gina, of what is ours.
So then for you, what is the solution? I'm going to go to each of you. What do you hope will come from this?
The disrespect in SABC is something you can't just take. You know, people talk about you and talk with you. That's why they fail. This guy, Kawudi, he came in and they were sitting on great documents, learned men and women, doctors and professors, that they could not implement. And this uneducated revolutionary came in and said, oh, guys, this is important. Yeah. He implemented. He may not have education. He may not have gone through the protocol of office and in his excitement to push this thing, but there is none better than him to take SABC to the top ladder.
Exactly.
And for you?
I think my take it will be they actually provoking the situation of the music maker, and they also want to discredit the president of the country by seeing the people in the street protesting and doing sort of things, and it is not nice for us as music makers to be on the street. That is not part of our thing. But we going back and talk to our associates like your SABC and everybody and hear what is the feeling of the whole industry, except Mpasa.
Yeah, we're consulting.
We have to go and consult.
And Peter, for you?
I will be very much pleased if the propaganda, it must be shifted and we focus on the truth.
Well, that is
That's
a great
it.
ending to our discussion. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us here. We really do appreciate your time, your comments, and good luck for the organization and for the communication between the SABC as well as those in the industry. We really do appreciate your time there. Talking about the SABC Interim Board Chairperson, Kanisile Kweyama, who has said that the 90% local content rule across all the broadcasters' platform has been a source of revenue loss.